Hello there, I'm Ryan.
I'm MJ.
I'm Alexis.
And I'm Lauren, and we did Freakonomics by Stephen D. Levitt and Stephen J. Dubner. This book was written by Stephen D. Levitt and Stephen J. Dubner. The purpose is to let readers know that the basic principles of economics is incentives.
Stephen J. Levitt won the John Bates Clark Medal, which is an award for young economics. He received his undergraduate degree from Harvard and his PhD from MIT. Levitt is currently a professor in economics at the University of Chicago.
Stephen J. Dubner is a journalist. He has written multiple books and got his Master's of Fine Arts from Columbia University. Dubner also received the Quill Award as well as the Koret Award.
3 major claims. Incentives are the cornerstone of modern life. In the book, an example used was that real estate agents have an incentive to sell their clients' homes fast so they don't have to spend more time for less compensation. And also, knowing what to measure and how to measure it makes a complicated world much less so. In Chicago, teachers were cheating for their students, and once they figured out the patterns, they could figure out which teachers were cheating and why they were doing that.
When you think about the incentives that the current contract set up between the home seller and the agent representing them, they're not well aligned. But can you ever prove that?
Interestingly, if you look at the sales data on real estate agents' own homes, not their clients' homes, but when they sell their own homes, they get more money than if they sold the same home for a client. Now, why would that be? Well, what we find in the data is that agents hold out for a better price and leave their own homes on the market longer, an average of 10 days longer. But when it comes to your house, well, the agent has an incentive to sell right away.
Why? Because of that $10,000 into his or her pocket, only $150.
I only get $150 because if you take that $10,000 extra dollars, it goes to him. 6% goes to commission, but that gets whacked up. Half goes to the buyer's real estate agent, so I've got half of that 6%. But then I have to kick back half of that to my agency, so I only get 1.5%. So really, in order for me to help him get $10,000 extra dollars, I personally only get $150. But I have to work for an extra week, I have to buy all the marketing, I could be off with another client trying to get a whole commission on another house. So I have a strong incentive to say to him, this is a great offer. It's the best offer you're ever going to get. I really think you should take it.
So no matter what the real estate agent says, I would rather wait a week and pick up the extra $10,000. The agent wouldn't.
It's not that real estate agents are bad, it's just that they're human beings and human beings respond to incentives.
If there's only one element that I say is there in almost everything we do, it's the idea that incentives matter, and if you can figure out what people's incentives are, you have a good chance of guessing how they're going to behave.
The third major claim was dramatic effects often have distant, even subtle causes. An example of this in the book is when abortion was legalized, the crime rate dropped many years later because people weren't being born into the homes and environments influenced by crime.
People use incentives to get what they want, and human nature is to have your own best interests. A concept discussed is how people use incentives to get what they want. This is relevant to lives of students because it is an incentive to get good grades, so they will be able to further their lives and have successful futures. Another concept is it's human nature to have your own best interests. This applies to students because on a regular basis, they put themselves in front of others, not regarding how they feel about the situation due to their own self-interest.
This book is worth reading for many different reasons. The 2 main reasons are because it teaches you about incentives and lots of other concepts that you can apply to your life. They teach you to use incentives to help get what you want, which can be very helpful in whatever career you choose to pursue. Also, they explain a winner-takes-all labor market, which can teach people to be more competitive and be the best at what they do.
Damn.
TED Talk.
Nice.
I'm literally...